Welcome to the Rain Project podcast. I believe this is my seventh episode. I have a special guest here, Tony Bennett, aka Mr. Nine, who just swear he's the best basketball player in the city of Chicago. No, the world. Top three of all time. Anywho, Tony's a really good friend of mine, little brother of mine, and we wanted to talk about the culture of basketball in the city of Chicago. So Chicago has a big basketball culture. Everybody is focused here on Chicago. I'm getting into it now. While I'm watching games, I'm listening to the commentators, always referring back to Chicago. They know all of the high schools here, from Orr to Whitney Young to everywhere. They know about the culture here, so we know it's a big thing here. I've always been involved. For some reason, I've always been in the circle of basketball in Chicago from Brian Leach on up. So y'all know Brian Leach was my heart. That was my baby. So that goes to show that I've been around this for a long time, so I know what I be talking about 90% of the time. Other times I get on these guys' nerves. But anywho, I wanted to talk about the culture of basketball, how basketball has saved the lives of a lot of the young men here in Chicago, and why basketball is so big here. Anyway, so Tony, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I grew up on the west side of Chicago, the village down there by UIC. Rough upbringing. My grandmother raised me, my mama, and my auntie. My dad was in my life. You know, he was doing his thing, but I wasn't staying with him, whatever. But he was, he was in my life regularly. Gang banging, drug selling, poverty. Like anybody knows Chicago, know what the village is. Like, you know how it was down there. And basketball brought me up out of that. Like I had it was a girl down there named Tundalea. This is how I got like my high school or whatever. She was playing for Marshall High School, and then she used to take me on weekends to our practices when I was in grammar school to scrimmage against her, Cappy, and all of them, or whatever. So like it was one of those type of neighborhoods like when they say the village, like that's how it was, like the whole hood. You know what I'm saying? Raised everybody, but nevertheless it was tough. It was rough, like navigating through.
Okay. So when did you actually start? When was you introduced to basketball?
I was 5. I started. My dad. First off, my dad is just a natural athlete. He played every sport, so it was just like in my blood. But I was like 5, and one of my uncles used to come and get me and take me out south to play or whatever. I was playing like the bitty basketball stuff. Or whatnot. So I used to go out there, and he paid for me to go out there and play. And I used to go out there every weekend and play. And at first, it was like, something just to do. And then like everything that came along with it, like the brotherhood, competing. You know what I'm saying? Like in my house, I was in a house full of females, so I had to compete every day, especially with my auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to compete to get to the bathroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like that kind of triggered me, so I've been playing since I was 5.
Okay. So when did you realize that this is my game right here? I know we were talking earlier and you were saying that you played every sport growing up. You was in the Boys and Girls Club, you played everything, you did the football thing. But when did you realize that, damn, I can really play this game?
Man, that was like later on when it kind of triggered to me, like probably like toward the end of high school or whatnot. But I really took it on because we play everything in the neighborhood, but you can play basketball all year round.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't play
outside.
You can't. We ain't got inside baseball facilities or football fields or whatnot. But the Boys and Girls Club allowed us the opportunity to play basketball all year round. So that was like the dominating sports.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Then in the summertime, we had our own. We used to put our crates. We used to go and hop the gate and steal crates, and then hustle up on us some money, get us some nails. We used to put the crates and the backboards on the trees. So like, So I had in my neighborhood, like them was my 2 trees.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was different courts like that around. So like that was the dominating sport. So it was like, man, you had to know how to play basketball, or you was pretty much playing basketball, or you was gangbanging.
Okay. Or doing both.
Or doing both. But if you couldn't play, you definitely was gangbanging.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I know a lot of the young men that took to basketball didn't have the presence of their father in the household. And because I am around a lot of coaches and stuff, I understand how they become that surrogate father. I know you say your father was right, you didn't live with him, but do you think that that's another thing that those basketball coaches took on that trait of the father for the majority of the
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. For my entire career, like my whole life, like all my coaches became like father figures. Like I text, so I'm gonna speak on the ones from me growing up.
Okay.
Tyrone Bullock, you know Ty Bullock,
Mm-hmm.
Ty Bullock, and Steve Jennings. Steve Jennings is funny because the school that I'm a director at now, he's the athletic director and music teacher.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But them two guys, they was the people that overseen me as far as basketball growing up down there in the neighborhood. And they used to take me everywhere. Like that's how I first met Juwan Howell. That's how I first met Antoine Walker, Rod Strickland. Like a lot of the pros was through them two. And I used to always like go, I'm in the Boys Girls Club, I'm watching them play. They play one-on-ones or they play their tournaments, or whatnot. Like they was like big brothers, at the time, because they was young, like 28, 30, something like that, or younger. But they was like my big brothers, like a young tournament going together. A young tournament going on. They putting a team together, taking me out.
Right.
You know what I mean, to play. So they was the two that started with me down there when I was young. Like somebody coming from another neighborhood to play. Like, man, go get little Tony.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah,
you can play. Oh my God.
So it's definitely that. They definitely like either like nowadays they like fathers, but back then they was like big brothers, like people that we looked up to. You know what I'm saying?
So when it comes to bringing other people in from the neighborhood, why do you think that there is always a clash for the sides of the city? Like why it's always the west side against the south side? Well, we can't really say. Do anybody come from the north side?
No,
not really. But
no.
But why you feel like the Chicago separated like that? I feel like now people are trying to take that charge to break down that barrier. Even like when Tim and I did the cancer fundraiser basketball game, brought in the coaches and the trainers throughout the whole city. But why do you feel like there has always been like this wall up, like we against y'all, the south side and the west side when it comes to basketball?
To be honest, like it's just natural. I tell people all the time, like man, like we just I hate to say it, we just a city of hate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even really think that it's just basketball. Like we can't look at and be like, hey, yeah, he cold with cutting hair. No, he ain't better than such out south. Just like, bro, like just
let it be.
Props. Like,
just let it be.
You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like it's just something in Chicago where people can't just be like, just give people their props and keep it moving. Like it always gotta be a but. Or I know somebody else that's better. Like so, it's just a hating factor. Like I go to Carl Hedge, you see me in New York every summer to play, and I used to go up there and I used to be amazed. Not better than us. I don't think they have more talent than us, but they more together. Than us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we battle it on the court, and then it still spill off the court. Like they battle up there, and they like, oh man, hey, we still going to brunch tomorrow.
Yeah.
Girls.
So how we gonna get this money? What's your back?
Or they like, hey bro, I'm leaving this team to go to this team, but they looking for a guard.
Yeah.
I'm about to call coach. You know what I'm saying? Up here in Chicago, they not doing
everything is a secret,
and because they want to be here and keep everybody else down here. You know.
But one thing I will say, because I am a girl, that's my favorite line. I'm a girl, so I'm able to move in and out of different circles more quicker than men are. That people in other cities idolize Chicago, no matter what. I don't care what nobody say. People in other cities idolize us. Why can't we just get that together?
I was talking to my guy last night about that, like 1 o'clock last night, and it's crazy. Like every place I played, when I walk in, they know like that's the Chicago dude. Or you know what I'm saying, if they don't know, teammates be like from Chicago, and they like in the room like, hey,
instantly
question, is it true that it be like this? And I'm like, yo, look, Chicago's just different. Like they mesmerized by Chicago people. First off, they go tuck their tail. Second, they want to hear all these
war stories.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they really think
we walk around with machine guns.
They respect
every day.
They feel us.
Yeah.
They honor us. Like it just be different. Like when you can tell when Chicago nigga in a room full of out of towns. Like you gonna be able to know. Right?
Yeah. Because you're gonna stand out. Your confidence even though you may not be confident around everybody when you're in the city, when you go out of town, your confidence level boosts because they boost you up. They boost you up, and I wish we just live up to that 24/7. Just 24/7 and build up all our communities together, but I ain't gonna go on that rant.
It's funny you say that though, because that's true. Like out of town, confidence be higher than it be in town with your own people. Like people are insecure in Chicago around their own Chicago. They're the people you're supposed to be most comfortable around.
I swear.
Then you get out of town and they like, but that demeanor that Chicago have, like people just like legit just bow down.
So I know you went overseas to play ball. Give us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about how that whole process was. If someone out there is looking to do that, and if they don't actually go to the NBA or something like that.
I tell the younger people all the time, like if this what you want, like you gotta like be willing to sacrifice, like because people think it's easy, like you know what I'm saying, like people don't know my real full story. You know what I'm saying? They look like, oh, he got a huge name, got a Nike this and Jordan this,
right?
But that shit it's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I went my first year and a half, maybe 2 years playing in the semi-pro league, CBA, ABA, back and forth, not really getting a deal. Not working, not getting haircuts, like just, you know, just for real, like grinding, trying to get a job. And I landed my first job at $1,500 a month for filming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, all my money, but like that ain't a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't a lot of money. And then like now I'm going to a country for 8 months where I ain't never been. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be tough minded, you gotta be humble. You gotta have some balls.
Know how to adjust.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have management skills, like stuff like that was like I picked up from my grandmother with her raising me. Like I'm in the country by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I walk out of here and go to the gas station and get into it with somebody tonight. Man, hey bro, pull up. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that over there. Like
turn your goofy down when you're overseas.
I call 10 niggas to pull up. Probably only one can come overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Because you ain't got no passport.
You over there by yourself. Everybody know that you American. The females, you know, you out in the club or the bar and the females looking, they know you're American. They trying to get over, or they just trying to experience American. So the guys is, you know, throwing little shots, trying to do like you got to really be like mentally strong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just different. Like I was speaking on Finland. It's discipline. Like you know, I'm riding down the street, bottle of water, run out, I throw it out the window. I ain't gonna lie. But over there, they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I see you in a grocery store. Right. The line's long. Hey, let me get up there with you. They don't do that over there. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
I'm like, now you gotta get your dirty ass.
And you know what I'm saying? The distance was different. It was 8 hours ahead of Chicago, so I didn't see daylight. I left seeing daylight, and when I got there, I didn't see daylight no more. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm over there for my first 4 months. I don't see daylight till I come back from Christmas, you know, Christmas break. Like, over to Mexico where, you know, we think we thugs, we think we tough here. And Mexico, like, that shit real.
Man, that shit
is real. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
So Renegade. I don't know if they can see this hanging from the ceiling fan, but you seeing bodies hanging from the overpass. They got their head sitting here, the body hanging, a head sitting here, another body hanging, and blood just flushing down onto the expressway. You know what I mean? Like I've seen people hog-tied with their heads cut off, butt naked. So you hog-tie me and cut my head off, I'ma fall forward. So the shoulder's just on the ground, the head sitting next to him, booty and out. I seen entire families like that. I seen him shoot a dude over 150 times. I seen him walk in the club. This is what I seen with my own eyes. I seen them walk in the club, walk in like they coming to kick it, walk up on the stage and execute 3 people and turn around and walked out.
Wow.
Like, so I'm over there like seeing shit and I'm like, man, I'm calling home to the hood. Like,
we ain't the hood.
Man, that shit that they down there doing.
The west side ain't got nothing on.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't shooting no stray dogs, cats. They killing the people that they come to kill. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like, just the way you move when you over there.
That change your
it's like completely different. Like you can't, you know, he'll spaz out. You can't spaz out over there. In Mexico, you go to jail. There's no commissary. You feel your family got to send you food. If you ain't got no family, your ass don't eat, or you end up doing something strange for the food.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So just you got to be like super disciplined and mentally strong to do that. And then that's just when you get there. It's still a process of getting there. And I mean, people that say they professional basketball players that want to play basketball, but everybody can't get paid to play.
Wow.
You feel me? So it may be a point where you don't even make it, or maybe it took me a little while to get over there. Like, but you got to be mentally strong enough to not fold. You know what I'm saying? And then you make it over there, and it just may not be.
I know you got on that damn nerves, cause baby, when Tony tried to come work for me, this nigga called me for how long it take your background and stuff to go through.
Shit,
like 2 months. He called me every day for 3 months. Text me. I didn't even know Tony. I did not know Tony at all. By the time he started working with me, I was like, cool. Sit your dirty ass down somewhere, because you getting on my nerves. I thought I knew him my whole life because he was persistent. For real. So I can imagine how you was.
I was retired. I
can imagine how he was trying to get overseas, trying to play ball somewhere, and they weren't calling him back enough.
Man, quick enough. What? I'll fire agent in a minute. That you work for me. It's been 2 weeks. You have me no job. Your ass fired. Thanks.
Oh my God. What high school did you go to?
So I started at Marshall. I played 2 years there, and then I transferred to Westinghouse.
Why you transfer?
I was so my freshman year, when I got there, I thought Danny T, my best friend Sharice, her daddy I thought he was the head coach, and he wasn't. He was the assistant. So I wasn't really liking the head coach or whatever, so I ain't played much my freshman year. Then the head coach on Fosshoff moved to varsity, so her daddy was the coach. So of course I'm killing, I'm doing my thing, and then now it's time to go to varsity back with this same coach I don't like. And I'm playing, doing everything I was supposed to do in the summertime. We had a couple players, my boy Terrell Hot Dog and Andre Goodwin Red. They was guards. They was in between hooping in the streets, but they was never coming to practice, working out, none of that. I'm doing all of that consistently. So we had the end of the summer meetings about my junior year season, and he like, man, when Red or Hot Dog come back, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fit you in. So in my mind, this is what he was saying to me: you just bought this car cash. Because I've been there all summer putting this work in.
Right.
You just bought this car
really
cash.
Don't want you. We can have
and whenever I want it, I can come and take
it.
So I'm like that ain't making sense. I'm here working for this. Like I feel like I earned this. Like I've been here all summer.
You was borrowing the spot.
Yeah. So I walked up out of there, and my sophomore year, we had put Westinghouse out of the playoffs. So one of their coaches, I don't never say his name, it's my man. He came up to me and was like, yo, you will look good as hell in that green and gold. I got the perfect number for you. And I'm like, ain't your goof ass out of here, man. Marshall getting buckets. And word got out that I was going to leave, and he reached back out. It was between Westinghouse and North Lundale. And I ended up picking Westinghouse because it was more, you know what I'm saying, it was more established. North Lundale was just starting their first and second year or whatever. So I made the transfer, and the rest of it was history.
If you was to come across any young guys right now that's looking into getting into basketball, what would be your advice to them? Like, if they really want it, they really want to do it, what's your advice to them as far as playing in the Chicago culture? Because they playing the way that the high schools are here, it always seems like college stuff to me.
Not even just the Chicago culture, just in general, like love it.
It's like a hot commodity.
Play it because you love it. That's my reason for not coaching. Right now, that's why I don't do none of the training or nothing, because I don't feel like the generation after me love basketball the way that I love basketball.
They want the notoriety. They don't really want the game. They don't want to love the game.
Like I literally love this shit. Like if I can't play basketball, like I'm in the house slamming doors. Like what you say to me? Girl, you better get out of my. Like I got attitude. Like it's my drug. Like you know what I'm saying? Like if I can't play basketball, that's the equivalent to a female being on her period. That's that time of the month for me. Like don't say nothing to me.
Men come on that period.
Yeah. Like that's how much I love basketball. Like me and Tim was just like Tim ain't played professionally, nothing like that, but Tim loved basketball.
Oh my God.
Like we was just arguing on Facebook. Like Tim know I bust his ass. But just his love for the game, he ain't Tony, like you know and I don't think the generations after me love the game how I love the game. Like they don't understand what you can get out of the game. Not financially or not clothes, but like all the life lessons that basketball can teach you.
Learning character and being strict with yourself and I get it. I understand. That's why I admire the men who really in it to really help the next generation, because it is a lot of broken homes. But we also have to instill in the youth what else you can get out of in case you don't make it to the league. What's your backup plan? They need to see that others have backup plans. They need to see that now you working in school, being a dean, and trying to change on the inside, behavior wise, and helping them lead a certain way. They need to see that just because I didn't become a basketball player, I can become a basketball coach or trainer, and I can travel and work with different players throughout the United States. They need to, or when Tim went to China, go over to China and work. You know what I'm saying? They need to see all of that, so they just won't get so disappointed and broken when they can't make it to the league.
But it starts with them loving the game.
The game.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
for example, I would have never went to school if I wasn't playing basketball. I love basketball more than I love school.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna lie about that. But I also knew that I couldn't play it for forever. But I also love my love for basketball. What got me to love other things that was attached to it. Like, oh, you know what? I can steal this free degree. Oh, I can steal this other one. Like, I already had my plan for what I was gonna do after basketball. For example, like Tim. Everywhere Tim went, it's been a lot of doubt or still, so why you doing that? But he learned from every place he went. I guarantee you, he can call an important person from every place he been.
Like, relationship building. It's always about relationship building.
That's part of the love shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you love the game, and then you love everything that comes along with it. Don't love everything that comes along with it and then be like, well,
until you can get your way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And it's just different nowadays. The love for basketball ain't there.
I see it's a lot of guys that I see talking on Facebook feeling like people believe that basketball is the end all be all. In my mind, I just feel like it's an escape for a lot of the kids that got drama at home, or like I said, the fatherless homes and stuff like that. I don't understand why you wouldn't support that culture if it's breeding the youth. Yeah, everybody ain't gonna make it to the NBA, but like we said, it's gonna build some characterization. It's gonna teach you how to be on time for something and do something that you really love. It's gonna teach you even business skills. Even business skills. If you look at it a certain way, it's like I can turn something in basketball into a business idea.
So them people you talking about is people that ain't never had passion for shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, who are you to sit and tell somebody, like, no, that ain't that. Like, if they really passionate about that, let them live that. Let them live that dream out. Like I can honestly say, like, I ain't never like went down here after basketball, like just out here just drinking, losing myself.
Right.
Like, I ain't make team better nothing. Because when I walked away at my satisfaction. Like, of course, I hear people be like, man, you don't think it's time for you to go out and get a job, go in your career? Nah, I wasn't ready. Like, I had to complete my satisfaction. That's my passion. You ain't got a passion for nothing. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know. So there's people that ain't got a passion for shit. They be like, oh no, they ain't all be all like, it may be for that person. Like, let that person run it, let it run its cycle. Just like you put clothes in the washer. You can't open that motherfucker with all that water. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it run its cycle. And that's just it. Like, them people that ain't got passion for shit.
Okay. So what else you think? Give me something else about basketball that you feel in the culture of Chicago, because like I said, we got a different beast here.
The kids don't love the game like they should, or like we used to.
Are all the adults in it or the parents?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The parents, every parent got the next LeBron James, the next Zion Williams, the next Steph Curry, know the game better than the coaches. So this is what I live at, right? If I can't come to your house and tell you to stop smoking weed in your house around your kids, stop twerking in your house around your kids, feed your kids 3 square meals a day, you can't come in my motherfucking gym and tell me who to play.
Right. True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, parents is fucking the generation up, and then also there's some coaches out here that's in it for what they can get. Like, okay, I'll send this kid there if you can let me come there and get a job, or if you give me X, Y, and Z. And I'm here to tell you, ain't nothing wrong with getting paid off a kid. Ain't nothing wrong with it because the NCAA
Breaking their bodies down.
is milking us.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting paid off a kid.
Yeah.
But make sure that kid and his family get some of that. Like, yeah, I know coaches put in a lot of work. Like, with these kids every day, buying food, bus cards, and you know what I'm saying?
We doing it. We was doing it
at our job.
Out for the love, nothing else.
So if it's, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong if a college coach go hit a high school coach. Okay, give you 50 grand. Get that kid and his family 25 that you take 25. It's not a loss.
Right. Yeah, because it's a come on anyway.
But you know, it's a lot of that out here where there's a lot of coaches that's in it for what they can get out. We still got a lot of genuine ones around. You know, like Mike Oliver, Henry Cotton, Slaughter. Like still some genuine ones around. You know what I'm saying? Over at Simeon, Rob. But yeah, like I said, it's a lot of good ones around. But it's definitely some bad ones around, and they even if they ain't bad as far as trying to get something out of it, they taking personal feelings and directing these kids in directions that they shouldn't. Like I can care less if I didn't fuck with Tim. Like me and Tim not cool. Fuck that nigga. Da da da. But if that's the best situation for my son,
he going there.
That's where my son going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I feel like that's the best situation for my son, the best fit, my son's super comfortable, and I look at everything that's around, like, this where my son can blossom, then that's where my son going.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like, nah, I don't fuck that nigga till I'm sitting in the USC.
Mm-hmm.
Now he not getting no better. It ain't a good system for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
At least you know his background, his reputation, and how he not only gonna work with him on the basketball skills, but the mental.
Yeah, like even if I ain't like that, even if I ain't like his basketball, what's up? But overall, that's the best place for my son.
Yeah.
And my son, going there, a lot of coaches is like, well, you can't go there because I don't rock with this person or that person. But that's the best and easiest place for this kid to get a check.
Yeah.
So,
get noticed, get everything.
So between the kids not liking it, the parents being coaches and scouts and whatever they want to be, and then those few the coaches that's got some bad intentions, like if we can somehow milk and change all of that, we'll be all right. We definitely got the best talent.
How do you think the difference is between female basketball and male basketball here?
I think, to be honest, the female basketball probably more physical than the guy basketball.
Because they trying to prove themselves.
No, they don't know no other way to play other than hard.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they're mimicking, in my mind, they're mimicking what they think they're seeing.
No, it's
you
just
don't
like
think so?
No, they just don't know no other way to play hard, and it ain't nothing that comes along with it for the females here. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like it ain't no Nikes. It ain't none of that like it is for
we
the
can
guys.
either change that though.
We do. I agree. But like the females, they playing like solely off the look. Like I used to go to Anna Pro-Am, and they used to be in there like they in there getting to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to you coming in, it's like we be in there getting to it, but then you'll get a couple games where it's like this guy is showboating, he half-ass playing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? As opposed to the women's, like they basketball is more.
But to be honest, women, we do go at everything harder anyway.
I agree.
We just do. It's just that thing. And shout out to my cousin Tiffany Sarton, coach at Chicago State. We just go hard regardless. Because to me, it's going to seem like we always have to prove ourselves, especially being black. Being a black and being a woman, we do. We have to go a little harder. We do.
I agree. We need to have more women stuff, but being that it never really started there, it's kind of tough to integrate because like now all of them older. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't think it's some new girls, some girls coming up that's playing that's good? Yeah,
it is. But it's like once after high school or whatever, like they got to get out of here quick.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they got it. It ain't really no time for them to really be around and. It's not really, for us. You got Nike, you got the Shot League, you got West Haven.
Y'all got a lot of stuff to do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, with them, it may just be one thing. That's not enough for them to stay.
Man, we got to start creating stuff. Yeah. We got to create some stuff. Coming soon in the shot. Get ready. I'm going to put Tony to work. I'm just going to create the idea and let him work.
A high school tournament. And then a couple summer programs.
Yep. We coming for y'all, girls. I got y'all back. No worries. Dang, I just lost my train of thought. I was going to ask you something. Shoot. What you best known for in the game?
Basketball,
Mm-hmm.
scoring. I got a unique ability to score the basketball. Like I'm not a great dribbler.
He ain't running
I
nowhere.
ain't a great jumper. I ain't the fastest. I was probably at one point one of the most athletic, but just scoring the ball. Like I know how. I understand the game. Like I sit in the crib and I watch Jordan, Kobe, and then myself.
Cause you're number 3.
Number 2.
Wait, who?
It's Jordan, me, and then it's Kobe.
Y'all hear that? Y'all be thinking I be playing. Y'all think I be lying.
That's the truth, though.
You confident? I ain't gonna call you arrogant.
No, I'm not arrogant. I'm not cocky. I'm confident. That's the truth. That's how
I got videos of this Negro talking cash.
But what's wrong with me feeling like that, though? Like you supposed to be confident in yourself,
yes,
right?
Yes, you are.
That's how I feel. Mm-hmm. That's how I think, and that's how I earn the respect and the name in the city is because of my mental. So I sit at home.
And every time when they be having the top 10, I be looking for his name on that list.
On which list?
All of the list.
That ESPN shit
I got LB Good one year though.
That
I got
ESPN
LB
list
Good
wrong,
one year. He was talking about he was top what? I was looking and looking. I said, well, I just don't quite see your name here, buddy. All y'all think y'all the tops, but that's good. Though. I love y'all though. I love the world that basketball has created in Chicago. I love the guys that really love the game. I just got love for y'all. That's just it. That's just it. What you plan on doing next?
Schools, man. School. I got to where I want to be. I'm an administrator now.
Okay.
That's why I left her.
No, you left me before that.
I know, but I had to get back into school.
Got on my nerves about it too.
I wasn't finna leave either.
And then wanted me to come and work for him. I kept saying, Tony, I want to work. I want to work. I finally applied.
Oh, it's going to happen.
We ain't going to get started. Anywho, don't get mad.
But
and be ready to blow up Chicago.
Administrator, I did want to do the principal thing, but I don't see me going back to school.
You don't want that.
Yeah, and then now that I'm on the administrative side, like I really thought administrators and principals, like, just sitting in their office, really, man.
Oh, no, you got to come up with the master plan.
What?
You have to come up with
What? You talking about giving a presentation? I said, who got to give a presentation? Me? The whole teacher staff got to listen to me? Oh, shit. So, yeah.
People be wanting titles but don't want the work. Because he came and created his own title when he was working for me.
Yeah, no home. Look.
No, you were saying now I'm the assistant coordinator. I was like,
that's why they don't like my ass.
That's why they don't like my ass. They don't like my ass for none of y'all.
I was complaining about home visits. That's all I be doing.
Because he don't like to walk. But anywho, okay, schools. What else?
I eventually like to get to like some type of either free camp or free training.
Okay.
Basketball wise. Mm-hmm. But man, other than that.
Tell us about your Mr. 40 Day.
Man, I hope I can bring it back. So I started that 6 years ago, and COVID knocked it out. Nike, Jordan, and all them like budgets got cut, so I wasn't able to do nothing. And I hope that whenever they open back up, that I can get it back going. But that was the single most dopest thing I've done for Chicago when it comes to basketball. Like all the big games and buckets and pros, NBA pros that I done killed. Like that shit don't mean nothing. What I was doing in my hood, Mr. 40 Day, that was the best thing I've ever done. And that's what we mentioned about like shit basketball can do for you. So I did that for 5 years straight. Mm-hmm. The most money I've spent out of my pocket total, I can't even say $1,000, maybe $700, maybe $600. Mm-hmm. Everything I gave away was completely free, like brand new Jordans, brand new Nikes, book bags, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember I had I had 200 pair of Jordan 1s, like them the hottest shits on the streets. I had 200 pair of them sitting in my living room that I got for free to give away. Like that was, and it's all from basketball. Right. You know what I'm saying? Building those relationships. It's always about building relationships. That's what people have to understand. That's one regret I didn't do as far as like with me playing overseas. Like I kept up with my teammates, but like not GMs and nothing like that to be able to help those coming behind me go somewhere else. Like, I played and one season was over with, got my teammates' number, social media, and man, I had to get to the hood. Yeah, hood hoochie. A hood hoochie. So I do regret not doing that.
Who else talk more shit to you than me? I know I be talking the most shit.
My man Carl has, we argue all the time. Sharice, of course, man. Oh man, my best friend Sharice.
Cause Tony swear he is.
Sid Banks. Sid Banks. And Ben Tim, we don't see each other all the time, but we get cross paths. We
had a hot day one day at the office when y'all was going at it.
We be going back and forth. Tim used to come. I ain't like Tim. I admitted I ain't like Tim. That's it. Nigga, like he used to come like, I don't know. You seen Above the Rim?
Mm-hmm.
The Wayne's brother. Maybe he had all the pad and the
right.
piece, the knee pad. That was Tim in high school. I'm like, bro, bro, you 16.
Dang, Tim, you talking about? Oh,
you 16 with all this shit on, bro. Like you like a creative player on NBA Live, bro. Like what you doing? Like I was like, this nigga's just extra. Not knowing like he was gonna be one of the all-time favorite big homies, man.
See.
I definitely did like.
That's what he had to go through. Anywho, okay, well, thank you. If anybody want to check out Tony, check what you got some videos and stuff on.
Yeah, just what I got. I'm on Google.
You on
me.
YouTube?
I'm on Google,
Google him.
Google
Tony,
me.
what you want? The TV, Tony.
On YouTube, Tony Bennett, Chicago basketball, Chicago Nike basketball.
I tried to Google him, I ain't find shit.
Oh, I'm on that.
But y'all try. Maybe I only put one N instead of two. Or
yeah, two N's,
two
T's.
Maybe. But I'm going to tell you, I ain't found nothing.
I'm coming back talking about relationship. You know I can get some good relationship advice.
No, he can't. Trust me. He wore me out with his own relationship shit. I don't know how I always become the person that everybody, anywho.
I still got to get you keys to my crib because I know
oh my
God.
Answer. See?
Relax.
Call me at 2 a.m. They all want to hear his sob stories. No, I do not. And I'm like, why are you calling me? Because I know you're going to answer. Like, I just don't have a life whatsoever. But anywho, neither here nor there. He a good guy. I'm glad that I did, meet you. You came into my life. We was able to become cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he like a little brother to me. And he is one of the good ones out here. He ain't shit, but he is one of the good ones. I must admit that. But what I am going to stand on, because we're talking about this, I do want to build a program for the girls. For some stuff for them to do. Even if I have to come through my the Rain Project, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So just remember that. Don't be faking and don't be trying to start your own shit.
I ain't. I got the facility now because I'm a director.
Oh God. He swear. I don't know who's listening to this one. Cause anywho, well, thank you for tuning in. Episode 7 of the Rain Project, and we'll be back soon. Thank you, Tony.
Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all back with my relationship advice. Dr. Love. Dr.